I am completely unprepared for this video. I basically just realized, I was like, oh shit, I need to film something. I've not planned anything for this week. What can I talk about? I know that a lot of people that are watching will be people that are coming on Jet this year. Can't be long now, only a few weeks really, so you must be very excited. Something you're probably all doing as well is packing. So this week I am going to talk to you about must-brings and things that you really don't need. I'm not going to talk about things which are required of you to bring, like different paperwork and like a suit or like a blazer and formal wear, that kind of thing. That's a given, you should know that's a requirement, whatever. On the matter of clothes though, one thing I would say is that bring at least 1 or 2 outfits for all kinds of weather, no matter where you are in Japan. I googled my area before coming here and I was like, oh cool, it's like a really hot area, I won't really need any winter clothes.
You know when people go, it's like an oven out there? It is. That's the only other time I've experienced heat on this level, is when you open the oven.
And I didn't bring any winter clothes. And then come winter, it's not super cold outside. I mean, it's not warm, but it's not super cold. However, the apartment I was placed in is really old and the walls are like paper thin. There is zero insulation. There's no heating. So basically I was absolutely shocked at how cold I was. It was horrendous. At first, until I bought some winter clothes, of course. And then I had my mum mail me a box of all of my winter stuff. That big ass package of winter stuff came from home. Finally, it's so cold. I'm wearing 3 jumpers right now, but now I got my winter shit. Yes! And then I bought a little oil heater as well in the end. But my point is, there's one thing to read about the weather in your area, but to actually experience it different, and also you'll probably do a bunch of traveling while you're in Japan, so you might visit other parts of Japan or other nearby countries with big variety of climates. And in terms of amounts of clothes to bring, I'd say overall pack kinda light. For me, I did bring quite a lot, thinking, oh, I'll just bring all my favourite clothes and then I won't like waste a bunch of money clothes shopping when I'm here.
Liar!
And naturally, I did that anyways, so you know, bring what you want to bring, but don't go crazy because you'll probably buy more stuff when you get here anyway. So number 2 things that I would bring is personal things from home. For me, the main thing that means is photos. I do not feel like a space I'm in is my own until I put up photos. I cannot stand bare walls. Or maybe for you it's something else, just some kind of sentimental stuff. If you look at my apartment tour video, you can see how I decorated the place with my own stuff. I just think that's really important. I mean, I generally adapt to new situations well and quickly, so I didn't have any problems with loneliness or whatever. But the very first time you come into an apartment that's completely empty and it's strange and you don't know the area yet or anything, it can be quite daunting. And little personal and sentimental things, I think, just help sort of make that easier. Number 3, I would say the only other thing which you really should bring is some small little things from home that you can give to your co-workers. So I'm from Scotland, so I brought little mini packets of shortbread, little Edinburgh keyrings and magnets and stuff like that. I think I randomly came across a tourist guide to Edinburgh that was in Japanese, so I brought that and just left it out in the little kitchen area in the teacher's room. It's not expected of you, but I think it's just really nice. It's a good icebreaker to have when you want to go up and talk to a new teacher, but also just because Japan has a very gift-giving culture, and it's not the thing itself that's important, it's more kind of like the thought that counts, for sure. If anything, they'll appreciate nice packaging more than whatever the thing is itself. So don't overthink it, but if you want to bring a couple small things from your country, then I think that's probably nice. So those 3 things I think are the most important for coming here on Jet. Oh, of course, something else you should bring. Wow, this video's unorganized. So 4th and finally, bring money. Japan is very cash based, and although convenience stores, some supermarkets and some bigger department stores will accept card, for the most part, especially like restaurants and stuff, even a lot of supermarkets, they still don't accept card. So, you know, bring a bunch of cash. I honestly can't remember how much I brought, which is really annoying me because that was one of the questions I wanted to know the most before coming here and I wanted to share that with you. But also, as much as you're gonna hate to hear it, everyone's different, you know? Different people will spend different amounts, and depending on your situation, some people will have way more rent to pay than others, some people will have upfront payments they have to make, some people will need to buy some furniture and stuff, like I mentioned again in my apartment tour video. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a phone call. So yeah, again, as I said in my apartment tour video, my apartment came with nothing. On the first day I arrived, I had to go and buy this little futon, which ended up being really expensive. It's up to you how much you want to bring. Very ballpark rough estimate, I would say probably bring around £1,000 in cash. That's in pounds, like British pounds. I don't know how that translates to dollars and stuff. I don't know how much you're going to spend. I don't know how much you're going to go out and socialize in the beginning. I think a lot of people will want to do that. You know, there's just so many unknowns here. I can't tell you how much money to bring, but it's always better safe than sorry. So bring more than you think you will need, I think, in cash. Also, just as a bonus point, this isn't something that you would bring, but something that I would suggest organizing beforehand is setting yourself up with some kind of temporary internet situation. So what I did is I used pocket Wi-Fi, which I had delivered to the hotel that the orientation was at, so that when I got there, the Wi-Fi was already there. I could pick it up. I think I rented it for 2 weeks, but I ended up extending it to like a month, and then you just return it in the mail. It's super simple, so I'll link that in the description actually. I mean, I was gonna give you a list of stuff not to bring, but you can bring anything you want, really. Good luck to you guys. I'm sure you're nervous. Don't be, you're gonna have a great time, although I'm sure that won't quench your nerves. And yeah, maybe I'll see some of you here. There's usually a welcome party for all of the new Hyogo Jets, which I'll definitely be at. So come say hi if you see me there.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Goodbye, see you next week. Like and subscribe, blah blah blah. Okay, bye.